Welcome to the final day of SandClash 2024. I'm Brian Friend. We're inside the arena here in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia with the final heat of the women individual semifinal. 3 rounds, 20 wall balls, 20 pounds, 9 feet. First round, 10 handstand push-ups, 20 single leg squats, 10 more handstand push-ups. These are the top women. And we have a race on our hands. In lanes 8, 9, and 10 is where all eyes need to be. Sola Sigurdardóttir out of Iceland, Julia Cato out of Brazil, and Evie Hollis from the UK are all separated by 3 points in the top 3 podium spots. Right now is Julia Cato in lane number 9 taking the early lead. She is the early leader coming in. She's also the defending champion here at SandClash. Evie Hollis turning up right behind her, but a full 10 reps ahead already as Cato finishes the first round in under 1 minute and 30 seconds. Lane 8, you see Sola Sigurdardóttir there, currently 3rd in the heat, currently 2nd overall in the division, but as I said, only 3 points between these 3 women. So every place matters. It's points per placement scoring here. In the second round, the wall balls stay the same, 20 reps, 20 pounds, 9 feet. But instead of the 10 handstand push-ups, they'll have a 10-meter handstand walk. 4th in the heat, lane 6, Ellen Holmgren's daughter. She was 2nd place here last year. The field a little bit deeper this year. She's still hanging tough. Came into the day in 6th place overall. Lane number 7, Dima Zebdaya finishes up her last handstand push-up at the same time as lane 11, Milana Jakšić. Dima competing out of Jordan and Milana Jakšić out of Serbia. Very international field here. Julia Cato finishes the 10-meter handstand walk, no problem. She'll have 10 more reps. Lane 9 and lane 10 is where we want to see. Lane 9 and lane 10 is what we want to see. Julia Cato working on 10 handstand, 10 single leg squats on the second leg now. There's Sola Sigurdardóttir, 3rd in the heat, well behind Cato and Evie Hollis. There are Cato and Hollis. Beautiful shot right there. Cato farther away from us, both of them wearing a version of a pink pants. Cato turns around. She'll kick up for another 10-meter handstand walk as Sigurdardóttir gets started on her single leg squats. Evie Hollis in the pink pants is 2nd in the heat. So it's Cato, Hollis, Sigurdardóttir, and then that is Ellen Holmgren's daughter in the background catching up to the women on the single leg squats. Cato now, there she is, Julia Cato, has finished the 2nd round at the 3-minute 15-second mark. She's a full 10-meter handstand walk ahead of Evie Hollis, who is now 2nd in this heat. Final round of 20 wall balls with a 20-pound ball to the 9-foot target for Julia Cato before starting the final round, which is exactly the same as the 2nd round, plus a pirouette in the middle of both 10-meter handstand walk traverses. So right now, it's Cato, Hollis, now Sigurdardóttir starting her handstand walk, and then Holmgren's daughter. Close behind that is we have Milana Jakšić and Dima Zebdaya, rep for rep on the handstand walk. Jakšić kicks down, Dima keeps going. So Dima is going to take over the 5 spot on the heat. You just saw her getting there. Now you see Sola going the other way. Also in lane number 5, Karolina Lishenko, who's now passed by Milana Jakšić. As all that's going on, Julia Cato is now on her hands. Lane number 9, on her hands for the final handstand walk. First chance for us to see a pirouette in this workout. She'll have to get inside that orange box. You can take a break there. Now in the box, a full 360-degree circle before exiting the box on the other side. This is where precision under pressure matters. We saw another Brazilian, Kalian Souza, make the difference in the workout there. Hand outside the line, hand on the line should not matter. Now, Evie Hollis has a chance to do what Kalian Souza did to Toby Buckland on the men's side. As she catches up, Cato is given the credit, and now she'll continue with the handstand walk towards the far side of the floor where 20 more single leg squats will be waiting. So Cato now with a small lead over Evie Hollis, who closed the gap. Sigurdardóttir still holding on to 3rd on the far side of the floor. She'll start working on her handstand walk. So Julia Cato in the lead, Evie Hollis in 2nd. Cato comes into the day as the overall leader. Cato with Evie Hollis coming in 3rd place overall. Holmgren's daughter has now caught up to Sola Sigurdardóttir. You see them there on the screen, rep for rep. Who has the pirouette dialed in? Let's take a look. Holmgren's daughter goes quickly but misses it. Sola kicks down and will choose to rest. Julia Cato heading back the other way. We got to see this pirouette. This pirouette is going to stand between her and an event win. We saw Evie Hollis do it in one attempt earlier. Holmgren's daughter off camera gets it done, while Sigurd's daughter was not even attempting one, so Holmgren's daughter has now overtaken the lead. Cato gets it, and Evie Hollis fighting for it. Evie gets it, but Julia Cato came in with the overall lead, and at the 6-minute mark, she'll take the event win. A few seconds behind her, Evie Hollis, second in the heat. She gets across the line, so it'll go Cato and Hollis. Cato will extend her lead. Evie Hollis will now look to see if she can gain some ground on Sola Sigurder's daughter. In order to do that, she needs someone else to finish in between her. And at this point, left side of your screen, Ellen Hallgrim's daughter is ahead of Sola Sigurder's daughter. They're wearing a very similar, almost exact same outfit. But you see Ellen kick up and head back the other way. Sola finishing up those single leg squats. Ellen's gonna go for it. Beautiful in the pirouette, and Evie Hollis is gonna love to see this. Sorry that you didn't get to see it. There is Holmgren's daughter, kicks down, she'll run across the line. 6:49, third place in the heat. She'll move up. Now we do have two women, Hind and Algaida, in the private arena who've been competitive, competing over there as well. We'll always have to check in their scores. Everything I'm announcing here, always unofficial. Here is Sola Sigurder daughter though. Wants to stay in the battle with Evie Hollis for second and keep an outside chance of catching Julia Cato. Needs to be the next one across the line. Giving the pirouette another go here. Sola a little out of control, and she does not get it. Dima Zebdaya, as you see there on the far side of the screen, she does get done with her first pirouette. We still have plenty of time to the time cap. Let's see if Sola can get it done this time. Nice and stable. Finishes it up. There we go, Sola Sigurder daughter. And should be no issue from here on out. So as far as the women in the main arena, Sola Sigurder daughter is going to come across in fourth. 2 spots between Evie Hollis, who will close the gap on her and tighten that race for the second overall spot. But it still is Julia Cato who will extend that overall lead.
4 minutes to go. 4 minutes to go.
Dima Zebdaya, lane number 7, leader on the floor. Working on her last set of single leg squats. Several athletes working on the handstand walk pirouettes. Lane 4, Isabel Maisa working on that. Lane 5, Katerina Lishenko. Lane 11, Milana Jakcic. Lane 12, Rawanda Aldarawi. And now lane 13, Paola Sorolo of Spain coming out to the handstand walk as well. Here is Dima Zebdaya, fittest woman in Jordan, multiple years in a row. Veteran here at SandClash as well. 3 minutes and change until the time cap. Dima Zebdaya cannot tell if she's being sent back or not. And they're making her do the pirouette again. I guess her hands have come outside the line. Milana Jakcic completes a pirouette. She'll have single leg squats coming up. Isabella Maisa, same story for her. Dima gonna give one more attempt here on the pirouette. We still have 2.5 minutes to that time cap.
It's at 30 seconds remaining.
And that one is a good one. Dima Zebdaya looking to finish out the semifinal workout here. And she'll run across the floor, 9:41. Dima finishing up that workout underneath the time cap with 2 minutes and change to spare.
2024. Let's show some love for the remaining ladies on this floor.
Lane number 12 and lane number
2 minutes.
3 working on single leg squats in their final round. That's Rawand Aldarawi and Isabella Maisa. Now Isabella Maisa is one more handstand walk to go, less than 2 minutes until the time cap. Isabella Maisa kicks up for the handstand walk, far side of the floor. There is Maisa in the purple pants getting into that.
1 minute and 30
middle section where the pirouette is required. Paula Sorolla on her hands, closest to us in the white shirts. Well done for Paula Sorolla. Pink shoes, Nuran Mohi trying her hand at the pirouette. And Isabella Maisa, far side of the floor, she'll get across at the 10:47 mark.
Well done.
Rawan on her hands for the final pirouette. Katerina Lishenko did get a pirouette done. She'll have 20 single leg squats to go. There is Katerina on your screen right there. Single leg squats, no issue for her now that she's got the pirouette in the bag. Milana Jakšić working on single leg squats, other side of the floor.
30 seconds.
It's a race on the single leg squats. There you see Katerina, far side of the score, Milana and Paula Sorolla trying to get every rep that they can with the last 20 seconds. Rawan is going to be close to finishing in lane number 12. She finished up the pirouettes. And Rawan Alderawi gets across the line under the cap. Paula Sorolla, Milana Jakšić, and Katerina Lishenko all with just that one final pirouette to go. We'll see how that shakes out on the leaderboard. But Julia Cato, just like Kalian Souza, taking care of business in the semifinal. The Brazilians getting it done on their hands. Evie Hollis will close the gap a little bit on Sola Sigurdardóttir. And in both the men's and women's RX divisions, the drama is going to be high in the final. We'll be back with that later this afternoon. Thank you guys for being with us here at SandClash 2024. We'll see you for the final.